Ukraine can completely defeat Russia. Blinken. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken told the BBC he believed Ukraine could win the war with Russia. He could not say how long the conflict would last, but insisted that Ukraine's defeat was not inevitable. Mr. Blinken praised the extraordinary resilience of the Ukrainian people. Ukraine war, we in Poland are trying to help Vietnamese refugees. Russia seizes Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine after shelling. A Russian in Vietnam, I love my country, but am ashamed of the leadership. If Moscow's aim is to try to somehow overthrow the government and install its own puppet regime, then 45 million Ukrainians will refuse one way or another, he said. The war has not yet unfolded as Russian President Vladimir Putin had planned, he added. Fierce resistance by Ukrainian forces continued to hinder Russian advances across the country on the 9th day of the invasion. To the south, Russian troops captured areas along the Black Sea coast, and the port city of Mariupol remained besieged. However, the governor of Mykolaiv said that Russian troops had been driven out of the city. The second Ukrainian city of Kharkiv, to the north, is also besieged. Mr. Blinken told the BBC's diplomatic correspondent James Landale, after meeting his European Union counterparts in Brussels at the start of a 6-day European tour. He said the international community was committed to doing everything possible to help Ukraine and also put great pressure on Russia to end the war started by Vladimir Putin. Asked if he believed the Ukrainians could win, he said, over time, quite possibly. I can't tell you how long this war will go on. I can't tell you how long it will take. But the idea that Russia can subdue the will of 45 million people who are fighting so enthusiastically for their future and their freedom, let alone the pro-Ukrainian Russians, that says a lot. Mr. Blinken also said he was concerned about the escalation. That's something that we care about and focus on because the only thing worse than a war in Ukraine is the war that escalates further and beyond it. He warned that the Russian military was using increasingly brutal methods against civilians in Ukraine, and as a result humanity was suffering enormously. We're seeing Russia hitting critical infrastructures that provide water, electricity, and heat to Ukrainians, he said. Unfortunately, those methods are part of the Russian playbook under the president. Putin. When asked if the US was looking for a change in Moscow's leadership to end the invasion, he replied, "We're not looking for that, and in any case it does not depend on us. The Russian people need to decide their leader." What I want to say to the Russian people